Whoop. Kana khayro khan.
Government. Government.
NBS yegwe.
Yes.
Oti. Kebitabera ko tonight you're going to see Chikonyoko John. The original. Today you're going to see Chikonyoko John, the original. You get to know.
Reporters, they are there.
Eh? Two reporters. Bwe bitabeera ko tonight. Mujja kutegeera nti nze bosi wa Kalisa. Mujja kitegeera. Temba mbadde mu nkwata. Nene wabiwulira sifaayo. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Najjanakumbi. Today's press conference is going to be addressed by two people. Honorable Boniface Tuterebuka Bamwenda Amoti, our Chief of Electoral Affairs, and here with me is Mr. Ojobile, our Secretary for Electoral Affairs in FDC, and Mr. is going to be honorable soon, Okwera, our Secretary for Health. You're welcome to Najjanakumbi. We start with that part of elections where my boss is going to address you, and thereafter we address you on some other very important issues concerning the politics today in Uganda. Sir.
Thank you very much, the Chieftains of Information and Publicity. I concur with the protocol as already outlined, but specifically distinguished media practitioners and citizens. It's a great pleasure to address you and update you of what is going on in the electoral field. Of course, through decentralization, the party nominated candidates on various positions. This deliberate effort by the party to empower local leaders and offers them with an opportunity to exercise leadership while respecting the party constitution, electoral guidelines, and national laws. The party nominated candidates as follows: Members of Parliament 220, LC5 chairpersons 42, municipality mayors 25, LC3 chairpersons 480, LC5 councillors 601, municipality councillors 828, LC3 councillors 3,888, LC1 chairpersons 10,580. Of course, the Party Electoral Commission scheduled 2nd July, 12th July as dates for holding party primary elections. We are glad to report that the district electoral supervisors have handled the process with maturity. These hotly contested districts like Sironko held their primaries on Saturday, 5th July, while Kasese, Soroti, and Mbale scheduled their primary election dates as follows. Kasese, 9th July, Soroti City had been scheduled to start 6th to 12th July, and primary elections to elect MPs was 12th July. Soroti District had been scheduled to start 7th to 12th July, and primary elections to elect MPs was 12th. Mbale City Woman MP elections, 11th July. Other districts are holding the primary elections in accordance with the party guidelines, constitution, and respect of the national laws that guide in elections. However, the party has put to halt the primary elections in 4 districts, that is Soroti City, Soroti District, Ngora, and Serere. This has been due to complaints about the voters' registers and other managerial complaints. However, the Party Electoral Commission is yet to schedule new dates for the affected districts. A letter was issued on 5th July, and we expect the district electoral supervisors to follow the directive in totality. The FDC is concerned about the deliberate silence of the chairman, Electoral Commission, Justice Byabakama Mugenyi Simoni Arali, over a legal question in relation to compulsory verification of academic documents by candidates who wish to contest as president, members of parliament, and LC5 chairpersons. Section 5 of the Parliamentary Elections Act 2005, as amended, clearly shows that all citizens who attained their O-level and A-level from Uganda are not mandated to go for their equating or verification with Uganda National Council for Higher Education or Uganda National Examinations Board. This kind of reckless directive by Justice Byabakama is in total contrast with the law, and it can be equated to the overthrow of the national electoral laws. We expect a legal person in the capacity of Justice Byabakama Mugenyi to speak with authority and guidance from the law, but not from the point of lamentations. We therefore request the media houses to reach out to Justice Byabakama and to let him tell the country which law he's using to direct that all citizens running for president, MP, and LC5 chairperson must verify with the National Council and UNEB regardless. If Electoral Commission does not withdraw that statement, then the party will have to go to court and seek remedy before many Ugandans are robbed of the little resources in the names of verification of already certified documents. In that, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for God and my country, one Uganda,
One people,
one people.
one Uganda.
I thank you all. I submit.
Thank you. I think you ask questions after I've addressed yours. You combine the two, eh?
Yeah.
Uganda.
I to a bit laughter. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been some talk which has been pervading the airwaves that some of our former colleagues are coming together to form some sort of alliance. Some of us are very, very happy, and we thank God that our brothers of PFF were registered. Remember, some time back I told you here that I'm one of the people who are praying that these brothers of ours are registered so that people judge them as an entity, as a political entity. Now God answered our prayers and we are registered. When we are talking here, a good number of them were busy doing underground work to fail FDC. By the time I told you this wanted FDC dead, Most of you thought I was joking. But as the English say, the taste of the pudding is the eating. Everything now has come out openly that these people did not want to stay in FDC. They wanted it destroyed and start something else. But because FDC was very grounded, they failed in their episodes. I would have been happier if they had done as Ant did, from your party, campaign, and continue. But for them, even as late as last week, on the 4th, you must have heard it, some of you. They had a virtual meeting, purportedly, to wind up FDC. If it is not madness, then I don't know the meaning of the word madness. But they did it. They sat, they resolved, but that's life. Under the chairmanship of our former chairman, Ambassador Birigwa. Some of us who are close to some of these people, we respected them and we loved them. That's why when you had that long exchange, we were advising them, but in Proverbs. We are telling them that some of the people we are dealing with, you don't know them. One of them who didn't listen to us was Mr. Birigwa. He left here, he went the other side. Some people are choosing some people that they made him jump a wall, but even when he went there, he jumped a wall to come in. But to advise them that you are going with the people you don't understand. Some people did not leave FDC because FDC was bad. FDC has never been bad. It's a very, very nice party. Well grounded, formed by the cream of Uganda then. Here we have Mr. Shibuka. He was teaching in a university. He got even a first class then. In his university, first class. Those are people from the FDC here. We had very, very important people from the FDC. Honorable Njuba. If we are to be greedy, we would have told the Besige, Dr. Besige, no, wait. I'm the one who recruited you. I'm going to be the boss. But let him do the work. Honorable Ruzindana was the IGG of Uganda. When he came here, he became the deputy to Honorable Alaso, who was the first-time MP then. Honorable Cassiano Wadru was a commissioner in the Ministry of Local Government. But he became what? Honorable Tetebuka here. He was a member of CA. Honorable member of CA. But he allowed to work under many people and was a deputy, just. Honorable Chibuka was more senior to Chugundu. Some people don't know. Honorable Chibuka recommended Dr. Chigundu to be the governor, Bank of Uganda. Is it not so? He's there. He recommended even Chukonyogo. He was heading the economic department in the government then. There's nothing the president could do in Uganda without consulting him. These are the people from the FDC. Some of us came when we are young, but when we got those positions, we are respected. That's the party we know. But some of these people left this party not because they wanted something better, but maybe they did not want some leaders to be their leaders then. It's not surprising. I feel bad to talk about General Muntu because I worked with General Muntu more than anybody in FDC, personally. I did. I respected him, and there's not a single day he didn't support me. General Muntu, I'd be a liar if I told you that. But now you go to Katonga today. Eh? The extreme of the activists who are in defiance then are in Katonga. If you tell us what made you leave Najjanakumbi was defiance against strategy, whatever, structures. Eh? Now you got the people who are extreme then. You know those people. Then there's something which is not very clear. Maybe because you didn't want to be under Muriat, it may be the reason. That's why I pity my brother, my senior, Biligwa now. He went there, he thought he was dealing with the people he understands, but we wait for tomorrow. If Biligwa becomes the head of PPF, because when he left here with the highest ranking, he was the chairman, and they formed their party, PPF. But now it has come to the level of eating. You are going to see. You are going to see whether they will not tell him, right, for you are smelling smoke, you are overcooked. So let these nice looking people come and serve food. You are going to see tomorrow. So some of us know these people, but you don't want to go too personal. But what was hurting some of us, why do you want to kill FDC? You go and do your own things. But they wanted to kill it. It's just because it was grounded, and some of us were there. We could not allow that nonsense of theirs. Some of them look very big because they talk a lot, but they are not as big as far as strategy and organization is concerned. FDC today, we are elected to do our things in a quiet way, as I told you. But some things are coming out gradually. All of you must have watched what happened in Sironko. But these people wanted all those people down. That's why we are saying we are ready as FDC to cooperate with anybody who is not just there for media stunts, but who means what he says, who takes it after the Njubas, the Chimera. Some of you don't know the Chimeras. There are some of the people who supported even the war with the cash. They are who studied FDC. That's why the people like Kategaya joined us here. The second RO002 joined FDC then. RO002. Museveni is RO001. Kategaya was 002. He was here. I'm the one who even welcomed him there. But you want to kill that party just because for you want to do your positions, I want to be so and so, and you form a party just because you want positions. And you want to kill a party just because you don't want an individual. Just be patient. This is for 208. Mr. Muriati cannot be a president again of FDC. He has served these 2 terms. Honorable Nanda cannot be a secretary general again. He has served these 2 terms. But you want to destroy it just because you don't want an individual. And these are the people who you heard them saying, for us we are the one who brought Muriati against Muntu. Now they turned against Muriati because Muriati now acted as a president. I was surprised that General Muntu went there, but that's his choice. The good thing, he has been doing his things without antagonizing us. And now God has helped us. People who have antagonized us have formed their PPF. We welcome it. PFF, sorry, I'm sorry. PFF. And does not mean that in FDC, we agree on each and everything. That's why we form the party. So if you don't agree, you sit down and agree. Or you disagree. There are 2 cases I can cite for you. This is personal to me. For me, I was against Honorable Muriati appointing Honorable Wall. I was bitterly against it. I said, don't remove Winnie Chiza. I told him that I was defeated. I said, Winnie Chiza has made the office very, very powerful. Why did you remove him to bring a wall? But democracy dictated that I had to let it go because I was defeated. Even when we are removing Katuntu, Honorable Katuntu, I was against it personally. Say, how can you remove Katuntu, who was now handling that COSASE at the highest level in the country? But because we are in the party, people reasoned me out, and they brought in Honorable Munyagwa. Whether Munyagwa was better than Honorable Katuntu, I don't know. Maybe I was right, but I was the minority then. But that's a party. But should I move out of the party because I've been defeated? They are bringing a war, but I prefer to win Chiza. We are supposed to be the parties, whereby you have to also be democratic yourself. If you are defeated, you accept. Ladies and gentlemen, as FDC, we are going to bring a presidential candidate. If anybody wants to collaborate with us, cooperate with us, you bring also your presidential candidate. We sit in a room, we compare the candidates, Whoever is better, all of us support that candidate. But not for media stints. As you are doing this, what you capture the news. Whichever grows very quickly, that's how I say in my local language, dies very quickly. You wait for these people. The good thing now, Honorable Lukwago has a chance to lead the party. Maybe he has been fighting for that. Let's watch how he will lead it. Honorable Birigwa has a chance to lead his own party. If by God's grace, he succeeds in being the chairman of that party. Because all signs show, when you are signing this agreement with Ant, I expected Mr. Birigwa to be signing on behalf of PFF. Because by the time he left the chair, but I heard General Mount saying, we are waiting for Honorable Afulo Ogutu to come and sign. Then I said, hey, where is Mr. Birigwa? Was he good at fighting?
Jumping.
For forming a PFF, and after forming PFF, but that's their business, not ours. But what we advise Mr. Birigwa, let him chill, as the young men now would say. FDC cannot be removed by small individuals. You will never. They sat in their meeting, they made their resolutions, but they are just wasting their time. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I wanted to tell you today. Thank you very much. If you have any questions for him and for me, you can ask.
Uganda.
You may have some. Uganda. Fine.
Kakati okuwandiisa abaneesimbawo ekibiina kya FDC guno omulimu kyagukolera eyo mu madistricts. District electoral supervisors abakulira ebyobululu be bagenda nga bawandiisa nga basunsulamu abo bonna abaneenyigira mu byobukulembeze mu kamyufu ebya kibiina kya FDC. Kwegamba twakiteekawo tubawa amaanyi eyo mu bitundu ebyo bakole omulimu guno n'okulaga obukulembeze nga bagoberera ssemateeka w'eggwanga, guidelines etwabawa n'amateeka agalala gonna agakwata ku byokulonda oba kalibe etteeka lya palamenti oba lya local government n'amateeka ago gonna. Era we twogerera bammemba b'olukiiko olukulu abeesimbako twawandiisa 220, basentebe b'amadistricti 42, bamunicipality mayors 25, basentebe b'amagombolola 408, BLC 5 councillors 61, bamunicipality councillors 828, BLC 3 councillors 3888, ne basentebe BLC 1 esookerako 1508. Akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kali kataddewo ennaku z'omwezi 2 ogw'omusanvu ne 12 zibe ez'okukubiramu akalulu akakamyufu. Era tubabuulira nti ba district electoral supervisors omulimu guno bagukoze bulungi nnyo. Era waliwo ne district z'olabira ddala eziri mu Kaasammeeme ng'ey'Essironko primaries bo bazikola ku Lwomukaaga ng'ennaku z'omwezi 5 mwezi ogw'omusanvu. Naye ate Kasese, Soroti, Mbale bo obumyufu bwabwe katugambe abayi Kasese bali bateeseteese 9 ogw'omusanvu, Soroti City 6 kutuuka 12 ogw'omusanvu ku kamyufu kaabwe n'okulonda ba MPs 12 ogw'omusanvu. Soroti District yo yali ya 7 kutuuka 12 ne kamyufu ka ba MPs 12 ogw'omusanvu. Nembale City omukyala akikirira City y'Embale nga kamyufu ka 11 ogw'omusanvu. Kakati districts endala zonna zigenda mu maaso n'akamyufu kaazo nga guidelines bwe twazibawa, amateeka ga ssemateeka w'eggwanga, ssemateeka w'ekibiina nga bw'alagira. N'olwekyo akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kwate ne kagamba nti mu bitundu ebimu musooke muyimirizeeko. Tujja kubabuulira mu disitulikiti zino okulonda we kuyimiriziddwa ye disitulikiti y'e Soroti, ekibuga ky'e Soroti, disitulikiti y'e Ngora ne Serere, lwakuba akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kaafuna okwemulugunya naddala ku lukalala lw'abalonzi n'ensonga endala. N'olwekyo akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kajja kubabuulira ennaku empya zinaakomerako akamyufu kaffe, era wenjogerera n'ebbaluwa yatuuka dda mu ba electoral supervisors. Ebbaluwa eyo nagiwandiika ng'ennaku z'omwezi 5 omwezi ogw'omusanvu nga mbulira ba district electoral supervisors mu district ey'e Serere, ey'e Ngora, ey'e Soroti City, kuyimiriza okulonda okutuusa akakiiko bwe kanaababuulira ebinaddako. Ate kati akulira akakiiko k'eggwanga k'ebyokulonda, omulamuzi ono Byabakama Mugenyi Simon atubuulire kyeyogera ku kulaba empapula z'obuyigirize ez'abaagala okwesimbako ku kifo ky'obwa pulezidenti, ssentebe wa disitulikiti oba memba wa paalamenti. Akawaayiro namba 5 akafuga etteeka lya olukiiko olukulu olw'eggwanga, teeka namba ery'omwaka 2025 nga bwe bakyusakyusaamu 25 liragira ddala nti abatuuze bannansi abaasomera wano olevu bagirina ya wano, elevu wagirina ya wano mu Uganda, si kyatteeka kugenda eyo okupima empapula zaabwe, okupima empapula zaabwe oba zenkanankana n'eri elevu gye bagamba ng'olukikwetaagisa okugenda mu Uganda National Examinations Board oba okugenda mu Uganda National Council for Higher Education, kyo kyeraga lwatu. N'olwekyo kino ekigambo mulamuzi Byabakama kye yayogera ekiri kontana n'etteeka, kaakati twadde tumusaba aveeyo bukolokolo omulamuzi Byabakama ayogere n'obuyinza bwonna, atubuulire etteeka erinaagobererwa mu kuwandiisa abaagala okwesimba ku bwa pulezidenti, bwa memba bwa paalamenti, bwa ssentebe w'amadistrikiti ekikwata ku nsonga y'obuyigirize. Twagala aveeyo. Ate kati ye bw'anaaba kyesirikidde nga muzigo mu ttimpa, akakiiko k'ebyokulondako yogayoga kajja kumuwalaawala paka mu kooti eramule. N'olwekyo tusaba abakakiiko k'ebyokulonda baveeyo bukuukubira batubuulire ensonga ekwata ku buyigirize naddala elevo. Mwebale nnyo kumpuliriza.
Ate oyo abadde ayogera wano ayogera nga muntu wa bulijjo, be bakola amateeka gano mu CA. Kati teri muntu ayinza kwogeza authority mu Uganda ayinza kusinga toterebuka. Evala naga FDC tulonda abantu nga tugenderedde. Kakati wadde ebibadde bitambula mu mpewo tetwandibifuddeko nnyo naye lwakuba bannaffe bali nawulidde omu ng'ayogera eggulu abo tetujja kwogera nabo aba FDC. N'omubuuza nti tuyagadde kukwogera nammwe naye ekyo si ekikweyi naffe tetunaakwagala kubanga abantu bonna tumanyiganye bulungi nnyo, buli omu amanyi munne kyasobola. Era kyembategeeza kiri kimu nti FDC kyekibiina ekyakolebwa abantu abasinga aboogi b'obwongo mu Uganda, ate tetwakikola kuteeka bammemba ba paalamenti beesimbewo tuteekeyo be bati beesimbe. Twakikola kutwala obukulembeze bw'eggwanga ate tulitereeze eggwanga ekyakosa FDC. Kyovola abantu abakikola baatandika ekibiina kino amannya agamu agamanyiddwa baali basajja b'amaanyi nnyo, ate n'abaayite bannabakula bulungi ngaffe emyaka egya wansi, buli omu yalina ke yali asobola okukola ngera tukamuwa. Kyovola tekikwewuunyisa nti Dr. Besigye bwe twasobola okulonda nga pulezidenti waffe naye ate waliwo abaali bamusinga mu biseera ebyo. Owekitiibwa Njuba yamuli ku luuti nga yali amusinga, bano mulaba mukulu Luzindala baali bamusinga kubeera bakulu, bamukulu Mushega. Naye twalondoyo kutusobola nti wetwaga nti yasobola ekifo ekyo kikola ki okitwala mu maaso. Omukulu Kyapandoza mwamulaba wano yajja nga y'omu ku bitundu ebisatu ebikola FDC NDF, era yatuwa ne Katongo oyo bannaffe kati gwe beefunziza yamuwa FDC ekoleremu emirimu. Chapa oyo yali omu ku bitundu ebisatu byakola ki FDC, NDF, aba parliament ne reform agenda. Naye chapa kwa twalinawo buli omu nga alina okwessa wansi ateekemu amaanyi gasobola tukolere ekibiina kyekyayamba FDC okuzimbanga ekibiina. Tetwakitandikira waggulu tandika okunoonya abaawo wansi. Kyovula mukulu Zindana yessa n'afuuka deputy secretary general wa mukyala Alaso. Alaso by then yali first parliamentarian mwaka ogusooka. Naye Luzindana yadda wasabira secretary general. Naye nga yali ayijiji wa ggwanga. Not that was ayijiji then. N'avaako n'ajja ki? Mukulu Kasiano Wadru yali commissioner mu ministry. Mukulu Bwanika yali commissioner mu ministry. Ne bonna ne bajja wano ne bessa wansi. Ate bonna zinali mobilization under General Muntu. Ne bano nga bajja mu office mu Luzindana kamami kikoliko tukoze tutya. I was young in everything, but because I had an office, that respect it was in my FDC. Banafe yabade bakalo twononera bagende FDC twakala gisanyawo. Kyovola nga FDC tuli basanyufu nnyo. Yatwebaza Katonda. Electoral Commission ya Uganda yawandisiza mikwano gyaffe aba PFF olwaleero. Bagende balageko ku nsi nabange ejasobola okutambuzaamu amaka. Mwana wabaye paka tata togula nyama togula amagundi biki naye wakola amaka agage naye kakati agenda kuprove gadde asogula ennyama ki wuwe buli lunaku gyabadde asaba taata wano kati nabo twabalese bagenze batandika okukola emirimu gyabwe. Naye era baali bakola ebityo nga batulwanyisa wano nze nabajjukiza mweyo Muganda ayogerera mu ngero ebimu tabijjayo bulungi kubimalayo. Twagamba mukulu Birigwa wano mukulu Birigwa togenda nnyo fe mu pate yaffe nga newobozi lwaleero nga noyimira ku kifo kyonna nga tukikuwa. Naye pate ezimu sibe kijja okufaanana nga balowooza abamu. Katonda ajja tuyamba enkya. Abakulu bano bagenda kulonda mugenda kutandika okufuna test of the pudding. Kuba mukulu Birigwa yava wano nga most senior. Performance ekibiina nga ye most senior. Naye nagenza okuwulira ate okusayininga memorandum of understanding nga gye omuntu agamba tukyalina gwe tulinda tuyoke tugirage bannamawulire mukulu omu akyali bweru andajja n'asayininga naye nga signature Birigwa tekola ki teriiko kiina kyekikulaga nti ebijja mu maaso awo si byangu nnyo. Naye twabalabula bano abakulu twebaza Katonda tusaba Katonda Mwami Lukwago bamuwa obukulembeze bw'ekibiina kino alageko ku nsi tekibiina okikulembera otya ategere nti FDC ogikulembera ogituusa nti kwali kukola ki kusiika binyomo. Fwe twalina abasajja ab'amaanyi ne bakkakkanya nga bwe mbagambye okulaba nti tutwala ekintu ffenna nga tugendera wamu. N'omwana yazze eggulo ng'omutwalira wamu naawe tulina omuvuka bali bamuyita Bitooke yali expert yasimba ebitooke Dr. Besigye ng'akomawo naye nga teri ayita kumuyisaamu maaso nze namusasula sente agenda asimba ebitooke nze nnyini naye nga mukama wange erijja n'omuntu teyambuuzako lwaki owadde oli sente era tuuli omulimu gukoleddwa bulungi. That was the beauty of FDC. Era ye beauty of FDC gye tulina. Awo gyovola tubaite tupapa nnyo ffe genda na mawulire. Tubaleka bali abakyagaagala okugakola mu gundi basooke bagakolemu. Tugenda kutandika kati obbalaga practically nga twabalaze Sironko. Waliwo twabalaga mu rallies bano baali bagenda baagala okubalaga nti PFF kati abali mu kakundi ako tibamaanyi batambula Uganda balina abantu netubalaga nti mulina abantu FDC ekola ki abalabe ekyade Sironko ndoza mwakire primary Sironko. We are on the ground. Kati wewe wakutte FDC abantu abo batwalewa. Lwokusatu tuli kasese mugenda kulaba beauty FDC endala. Tugenda gende soroti mujja kulaba beauty FDC. Pate sizibera mu Kampala okka. Tyasinga ogenda ku TV ye pate singa amaanyi. Pate ogenda ko ne wansi. Olumu tuyagala TV ebirabe kubanga abakola ki abashamba bajja kula baba biremese. Kyovola abafe twewuunya kakati bwenabi mukama wange gye n'omuntu gwe nakola naye nnyo agaye ngenda kwegatta ne Katonda nga mwami gye n'omuntu yatugamba ekyamugye egwe FDC kuba bano baite bakwatagana bano ba defiance ye wagenda ku structures naye bali basinga okubeera mu defiance ddala eri yennyini eyo kya etalimu na kulekamu Katonda wadde tegumiikiza mulala abasinga obungi bali Katonga naye bw'ogenda nabo n'ogendayo kakati kitandika okwebuuza ddala ekyakujja Najjanakumbi yali defiance and structures ate mukimanyi bulungi structures ezaaliwo by then jeno muntu yali azikoze si kyekyo yali secretary of mobilization yasooka mu party ate yali president wa party era ze zalonda ne zitamuwa kalu structures ezo yes naye kirabika ku ssaawa eno nti abantu abamu waliwo abantu bataagala babakulembere era mujapira MPFF ekyokulaba babadde ab'amaanyi abaava eno mukulu biriggwa mwami mukwano gwe Kayija yali secretary general acting secretary general atulabe ekyo obwana abusigalako mu mukulu Kayija naye mujoka kasa the test of the pudding is tomorrow muleke mutegeredde abantu bano dada tulina amazima mufu agamala bino byonna byokwegatta tukola mu mazima kutereeza ggwanga oba kwetereeza ate nze nsaasira nnyo abantu abaagala okukola ebintu ebyanguwa babifunemu mangu ofunamu mangu naye towangaaza buwanguzi obwo mwebala nnyo basebo ne banyabo temukyalina bibuuzo question 5 bibuuze nno mangu sorry
You talked about straw.
yes
What happened?
yes
So, what really caused that? What really caused those violence incidents? And
Look at the environment, the terrain now. It's what it is violence. It's, of course, you know, the people who are experts in that. You saw those yellow people the other time, how they were doing it. Their infiltration, their interfering in some of these elections is quite immense. So we are quite very aware. And that's why you saw it, but the situation was contained.
okay, some say that the communication was received late. What are really the
The communication was received. But again, as you know, there are also other players behind. Maybe who answer from somewhere else. They will always bring in those excuses. And we have ever told you that there is always infiltration. And the people who infiltrate, they know where they account to.
but the end result will be we overcome it.
Yes,
you
we
cannot
overcame it.
infiltrate FDC and you succeed. That's why these people try to infiltrate us outside the party now.
And minus would be, there are more upcoming internal elections. Then how are we going to ensure that there is transparency?
We are monitoring. We are on the ground. I've told you this is just a few areas. But otherwise, in other parts of the country, work is going on. In case where there are doubts, in case where there are complaints, the Electoral Commission comes in and clears the way. That's what I want to assure you and reassure you. That if you want to know the experts in violence, go and read their thesis from universities. For how many years? So it's not a new phenomenon. It's not a surprise that such a thing happened, or it will even it already happened, or it will even continue happening, whether to politicians, journalists, police officers, religious people, whatsoever. So this exercise, our prayer is that since we are in the middle of it, we want it to end successfully. The dose we saw when somebody went to his headquarters, that dose was enough. You saw the attire, but that's why we said even a special commission of inquiry should be set up. Because it's not only in FDC, by the way, this is what you are talking about. You saw it in Zimbabwe, that's within themselves. In Sinjiro, what is happening? It is within themselves. In Mundivujo, a registrar was killed within the yellow people. So, journalists, the FDC has capacity to contain any situation because there is nothing new that is happening that we cannot control. And of course, the ones who were trying to answer what you are saying, maybe they were doing the accountability to their sponsors.
Okay. And the last is about the educational documents. Do you think FDC is being a target in this or it's a general issue?
No, it's a general issue which would want the chairman of the Electoral Commission to clear. It will not. It is going to affect even other candidates in other parties. What is the requirement that he wants people to use? It is him to come out clear, chairman of the Electoral Commission on academic qualifications, especially O level and A level, attained in
They
Uganda.
are paying also.
Because there is a payment, there is also the time frame. The earlier he comes out, the better. It is going to affect candidates all over.
In our local language.
Yes.
Your name. You say your name and the media organization.
My name is Ibrahim. Chikonyogo, you said that.
Mr. Chikonyo.
Sorry, Mr. Chikonyogo.
Yes.
You said that the party was built by the cream
Yes.
and believed by the cream,
Yes.
and you really hope that believed by the cream.
Yep.
But the cream seems to have left. And even those that they placed the cream have moved to other political parties. Now, even the few ones that are left seem to be not strong as they used to be in the past. So what's the future of the party?
When you are growing up, it reaches a stage, even if you are preparing milk, some of that cream, if you prepare it, it becomes solid and you have to remove it. And you replace it with others. The people who form the party, what they left with the party is that strong foundation, which can't go. That's why you see whoever tries to shake FDC, the foundation remains. Even if I'm not as strong as someone else, someone stronger will come after me, and you find that foundation which was well built of FDC. That's why those people, wherever they go, they are building their houses on sand. On top, you think the house is very good, but you wait for when the floods come. There will not be any house. FDC remained with the foundation. Those who go, it's their political right, because FDC did not produce anybody. All of us joined FDC when you are above 18. So you can't stop anybody from going wherever he wants. And some people want to be in anything when they are the leaders. If he's not a leader, he goes away and starts another one because he wants to be the president. You know, in Uganda, what NRM has spoiled Uganda with, everybody wants to be the president of something. President of Malwa, president of NATS, president of whatever. Serious, small groups. Everybody wants to be a president of that small group. President of Rotary, president of people who eat menvu. Yes. So you let people enjoy their freedom of association. But the party will remain very strong. Even if I left today Chikonyogo, I can't destroy FDC. I cannot lie to you, I can't. It is impossible. The ground is very solid. I told you the Mr. Chimukas are here. They are very big people in that government. If you go and look at his, you tell that man was my economic advisor. That's why the economy was very good when he was still there. When he left, you see what is happening with the government. But these people are still with us. Toshiribuka is here. That's why he caused the law. He wrote the constitution of Uganda. But those people who went there, the test of the pudding is tomorrow. You come back here on Monday next week and ask me some questions. I answer them now in a more, because I don't want to preempt some things. They may even change them tonight because Chikonyogo has mentioned them here. But on Monday next week, we shall analyze and we tell you even more things. Why some people left FDC. Not because it was bad, but because they had some other motives which are not very good for Uganda. We tell you those people who are thinking about themselves only. It's either me or nobody else. If I'm not there, let's destroy this thing here. If the kid is not mine, let's cut that kid. A good number of them left FDC. But if you ask them the very reason why they left, none of them can tell you a very solid reason.
I wanted to add another question. FDC is grounded on what? To lead the country in the near future or just stay as a competing political?
To lead Uganda.
But it's okay.
Not to get MPs, not to get, but lead Uganda.
The allegation is that you got the money from the ruling party and so what's that?
That's stupid.
Surely,
No,
are you on that?
No, sincerely, any sensible person, if you are sensible in yourself,
It can be scrutinized.
yes, why do you bring evidence here?
Yes.
They fail to bring evidence. It's very stupid, sincerely.
Because President
No
Museveni,
money came to this headquarters here where I was.
President Museveni gives the money. He makes appointments. He makes promotions. So please, differentiate what is being said and analyze it.
People wanted to kill the name. You know, in Uganda
Up to
today,
now, it has never come. Patrick Oboy is a product of an election from Kumi. Totelebuka Bamwenda is a product of an election from Buyaga. If others who were made by Museveni, made ministers, national political commissars, promoted in the army, they are the ones telling you that it is the other people who are given money. Please, let us be serious. These are not simple matters.
Yes, it's very stupid.
Who so was given money? What amount of money? Your wife has a job in UN. Did he just go anyhow like that? Your own political commissars, 5, 6 years, 10 years, one is on top, the other one comes down. The other one is an army commander, the other one is chief of logistics, commanding the massacre mechanized. Let us be serious. Please, at your level as a journalist, I don't expect you to be told lies. To be told lies. Because you are a minister sitting in the executive, at the same time in parliament representing the army, at the same time sitting in the army council, at the same time, what sort of power did this person wield? And who gave it to him? Who gave him this power? And you see, because we... No.
They wanted positions
That is necessary talk.
Secondly, General Muntu, just because he's cool-headed, the people who attacked him most, even you heard them telling Amuriat, we are the one who brought you. Didn't they say it? Those who are in Katonga today? You people add things. Add those premises and this one, then do a conclusion. We brought you, when they are bringing Nandala, I mean Amuriat, who are they fighting against? Was it not General Muntu? Were they not calling him even a mole?
A mole.
Go and check monitor. I mean, no, put Chikonyogo's name, Muntu and mole. They report Chikonyogo. I was in the middle of campaign, I was supporting Nandala, but I said Muntu was not a mole. Then, check on your Google today. You see Chikonyogo saying it. But you are saying it. That's why sometimes you wonder where some people go and join together. These people here, they have been like that for a long time. That's why I'm telling you. After tomorrow, I'll come back here and analyze for you what type of people have been dealing with. Just because we are work hardened, we managed to exist. Otherwise, a good number of us would not have been existing, as most of our leaders went underground. That one, don't prick me to go that direction. Because most of our leaders went underground.
Something really small that I missed. When it comes to key positions, like district chairman, woman MP, primaries, there are official guidelines. For example, are they supposed to be lining up, or you supposed to be a secretary?
Yes, lining up is there. So the guide.
Money.
Okay. I told you. Let me answer that one first, because I get confused. I told you I am a scientist. Even if you get theory 100% and they give you practical, and you get 20%, you cannot pass. These people made an allegation. We sat here, Mr. Chibuka was one of the people in that committee. We asked them to bring evidence. They did not bring it. What they did after making all those allegations, you see how they have gone. If someone had eaten money in FDC, and you seriously want to remove Museveni, you seriously want to remove Museveni, what do? Come in the party, organize in the party, remove that man who is wrong. How do you run away from someone who has been given money and donate a party to him? Are you sensible, sincerely? Someone who has been given money as your age, you donate him a party and you run away? And then you tell the country you are going to fight President Museveni? Are you serious?
And
my brother, are you serious?
You are playing.
Just enough for this, you cannot remove 1 or 2 people. And then you go and tell the world, I'm going to remove President Museveni. Then you are fooling the whole world. You are so weak and useless. I'm telling you.
Now, when you are playing football, you are in the penalty area. You are the one now informing the referee. This is our colleague who has touched the ball. Can those people get a penalty? Whom are you working for? When you alert the referee, a mistake has been made in a penalty area, and they score a goal. Whom are you working for?
Why did you want this?
Mr. Chikonyogo,
Yes.
you told us President Tamiyan, his term expired.
It's not expired. It is going to expire 2018. 2028, sorry.
It's the second time.
2028. Mushi. Yes. Omuntu yenna wava eri n'agamba mu FDC mu nnyumba yo nti mulimu omwana ayabye ku muliraano, ayalidde sente z'okumumuliraano, kikyokola ogenda n'okwata omwana oyo n'omujja mu nnyumba yo. Todduka mu nnyumba n'ogamba nti mulekedde ennyumba kubanga yabbye sente kale ate asigaze ennyumba. Bw'okikola ekyo oba mutufu. Mu Luganda bakiyita butufu oba na butumbaavu mu Lugundi. Kubanga gwe odduka otya mu kintu kyo mu nnyumba yo kubanga gundi yaleseemu sente enkyamu. Kwata yalese sente mukwata omukasukewa ebweru musigale mu nnyumba. Toyinza kungamba nti ogenda kulwanyisa President Museveni alina n'emmundu n'amagye nga tosobola kulwanyisa abantu babiri bwe bati abali mu pate n'ogibalekera. Dindi obeera n'ekikyamu ku mutwe.
Gwe kennyini gw'obuulira refari nti munnange ono nga bwe tusamba omupiira tutwala eno ye yakutte. Kakati refari abakube penalty oba okoleraani? Lwaki tosirika busirisi oyo akoze obukintu ne kiyitawo?
Ekirungi Katonda agenda batulaga yatandise okwambuka batandise okwambuka buli mugenda kulaba abantu ki.
Twayimiriza okulonda mu district ezimu, Soroti mu kibuga, district ye Soroti, eyeserere n'Engora olw'okuba emulugunya akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kwe kwafuna wano naddala engeri olukalala gye lulimu n'ensonga endala. N'olwekyo olunaku lw'okulonda mu bitundu ebyo tujja babuulira. Butereevu akakiiko k'ebyokulonda ensonga eno kagikwata bulungi nnyo ne kagamba musooke muyimirize. N'olwekyo era kajja kuddamu katuule kababuulire ennaku zonnyini ez'okulonda. N'olwekyo mu nnaku ezitali zeewala tujja kubabuulira. Ate akalulu k'Esseronko waliwo yakabuuziza akalulu k'Esseronko tekabadde kabi nnyo ng'abantu ab'amawulire bwe bayogedde biki ebyo lwakuba abantu abamu ababa bakeetabyemu oluusi ebigendererwa byabwe biba tebituukiridde. Naye kaakalulu kagenze bulungi era okukkakkana abamu bawanguddwa ebigendererwa byabwe tebabituukirizza kubanga ffe tukimanyi bulijjo bino ebibiina byaffe biba bikuba enkungaana nga zino n'okulondanga kuno mulimu abapikaapikamu omusente omungi kubanga ye yenkola yaabwe ey'okusindika eggaali eyingire ekole ki. Naye Sironko ebyo byonna ebyabaddeyo bye babadde basuubira oba badde beki akaluluko kagenze bulungi. Mwebale nnyo abantu b'Esseronko okulonda n'okukuuma eddembe era n'ebitundu ebirala bwe waba waliyo abagiraagira ebintu ng'ebyo kubanga bitiisa si bipya. Olaba bano abakyenvu wonna we bali eyo ewaabwe n'omuntu yafa erw'emiyaga Sembabule isinjiro abantu maduuka bagookezza motoka bazookyezza district registry w'ebundi bujjo bamusse. Ebintu bino ababikola akazaako akalandiraako tekajja ne kajja eno mu bibiina bino ebyaffe kubanga mupokaapokeramu abantu be mwabaza okwavuwaza ssente balyoke bajje batabangule kubanga luusi bannaabwe abalonda baba babagaanye okubawa obukulembeze. Anti kakati abeesimbyeko kubanga mulimu ekigambo kya ssente ezisasulibwa naddala ku Uganda National Council for Higher Education n'obudde bwennyini bwe kiri supposed okukolebwako. Kyetuva tusaba omukulu w'ebyobululu by'abakama Justice aveeyo atubuulire omuntu eyasomera wano senior y'okuna ebbaluwa agirina, senior y'omukaaga ebbaluwa agirina, oba ya Cambridge oba ya East African Examination Council oba ya Uganda National Examinations Board empapula zonna azirina wano. Kakati kiki ekyetaagisa? Butereevu era bw'anaafuuka kyesirikidde nga muzigo gwa mutimpa akakiiko ka FDC ko kajja kumuwalawala yoga nga tuli mu kooti etapute ekintu kino.
Yekimaziba mwebale nnyo basewo ne banyabo.